Okay, so this guy... Alright. Alright, so we're going to do a replay analysis of Cat Do. He is Plat 2. And he's up against the Jarvan mid. Alright, let's see. Let's play this out. So let's see. Does he have a bit of armor? No, he does not. Let's see what he decides to get. He decides to get Darksteel against Jarvan. That's completely fine. Generally, Jarvan's like a cheesy mid laner, so you don't want to get hit by anything. So that's completely fine to go Darksteel this matchup, because you're mainly just looking to poke with Q and set up with Q using E in and try to E out. It's okay if he's not here. I will upload it out to YouTube and he will see it.
30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions has spawned.
Okay, so I'm speeding up a little bit. Alright, let's get into laning phase. I'd say level 1, you should try to poke him out as much as you can. And try to avoid his Qs at all costs. He's going to try to throw his Q when you go for a CS. If you're going to Q this minion... Okay, he could throw the Q here. Yep, and it will bounce out the Jarvan. Does he have any MR? He has very little. So yeah, you should be looking to Q out. Just poke him with Q this match. I think you should have Q'd the Jarvan there. I think early game you should just try to just poke him out as much as you can, because you level 1 is like pretty strong for Cat, just because you have, or enemy has no real skills to respond to your Q poke, so you could just Q over and over. I try my best to avoid the Qs when you're juking, because you know he's gonna go for harass when you're going for CS, right? So like when you go for the CS, you don't want to walk down. I know you want to move away from the Jarvan, but you shouldn't walk down. You should walk upwards, like up this way, because you know it's obvious that you want to walk back, so you gotta try to like be unpredictable. But just know that when you do go for CS, that he's gonna try to poke you. Nice. Got him when the Q was down. That's good. Now he lost that trade pretty hard. So taking advantage of cooldowns, which is super important. Alright, you should pop a potion here and just look for that level 2 all-in. See if you pop the potion. Oh shit, maybe you did go in there, but alright, let's see. Let's see the whole situation right here. So you're gonna hit level 3 soon. You know that you're ahead in EXP because you have more minions than him. So what that means is that he killed less minions than you. Or he got less minion EXP because how do I explain this? You know, that's generally it. He has less minions, you have more minions, that means you got more of his EXP, his minion EXP. So that means that you're gonna hit 3 first. So you should be looking for that level 3 right here. And he's walking up way too close. So let's see. So it's like you're gonna hit 2 soon. I think you hit 2 after that minion. You could have actually like tried to set up a little bit by autoing the minions a little bit. So if you look at your EXP bar, it's at maybe like two melee minions, right? So if you started autoing this minion, just start autoing it, and if you threw your Q like you did just before, these 2 minions would be like the same health, and you would hit level 2. And then you would be able to jump in with Ignite and then try to follow up with E afterwards. Or you could just like E in, W out, and if he decides to EQ in and you dodge it, then you E in and Ignite. It's also fine too. But keep track of your EXP, because that's super important. Because if you're level 3 and he's level 2, that's a huge advantage for you. So you could have definitely set up a level 3 all-in while he was still level 2 because you have more minions than him and you know that you're ahead in EXP. So it looks like he decided to go in here. Alright, nice. Man, I know you're expecting Jarvan to die sooner, but that was just unfortunate. Whoa. Okay, Jarvan gets 2 kills actually. Alright, let me see. Okay, so Warwick is topside, so he wants to come through. So you Q. Eing onto him there probably would have been the best choice. That's probably the most ideal place to start the fight there if you knew that Warwick was gonna be there anyway. So if you're setting up a gank for this guy and you threw out your Q, this time would have been the perfect time to go in because you would chunk him the most. When you went in with your Q, you actually don't have anything else. So you hit him with the spin dagger and then you had to use this. Okay, you dodged the EQ, that's good. And you used your W. I would say what I would have done is I probably might have tried to like walk up to Warwick, bait Jarvan to come back in closer so that you can hit him with the Shumpo. You didn't hit him with another Shumpo. If you walked away and try to have Jarvan come in, then that would have been fine. If Jarvan just decided to retreat because he has nothing up, then you would have tried to jump on Italy afterwards. But because if you walked up to Warwick and used him kind of like as a shield, you would have had a better time like going in. And on top of that, it's pretty huge that you didn't use your Shumpo. You hit none of your Shumpos when picking up your daggers. So that's one thing you have to consider. That picking up daggers and hitting Shumpo is like, they do a lot of damage together. If you only do one, then it's like, you lose pretty much like half your damage. So yeah, keep that in mind. But you tried. You could have maybe like flashed, but you assumed that he was going to die. He was going to die, but you died too fast. So maybe you had to flash earlier there. More picks up kills, and then Jarvan gets a double. Alright, let's see how much gold you have. You have 287. You could potentially pick up a cloth here. Or boots, depending. Let's see what you get. You get boots. That's fine, I guess. I think cloth probably would have been a better choice. Because going tabbies here wouldn't be bad at all. Especially against a cheesy matchup like Jarvan. If you go Sork Shoes here, then you gotta be super patient. But I honestly wouldn't mind going Sork Shoes here either because they don't have a lot of CC for you. So it's all honestly preference. But if you want to survive early laning phase a little better, cloth probably would have been better. I think against cheesy mid laners like Jarvan, you have to go armor, like in the runes, so that you don't get cheesed. Okay, so Jarvan actually has Tiamat, so this means that he's gonna constantly be shoving the wave. So he's gonna maybe look to roam, but honestly, like, Tiamat's really good for you because he basically can't zone you out anymore because when he tries to farm, it's just gonna shove out the wave. So you can just wait for the wave to shove. So you don't know where Jarvan is, you should just farm this out. Nothing really going on here. Okay, Jarvan's back with double buff. Yeah, you don't want to play too aggressive. Nice job. And the Warwick gank. Warwick should be able to get him. Okay, Jarvan flash. It's a good trade. Here you want to slow push and let Jarvan back so that you can shove it in. Or if Jarvan comes back to lane, then you just have to zone him out. This roam, you might actually be able to pick up MF here. Yeah, you plant over. EWQ. Oh, I would have shoot put just onto her directly. So basically, alright, let's talk about that roam for a sec. So, alright. So, you got a giant wave here, right? And Jarvan's pretty low. So, here's a few things you can consider. If I leave this lane, what would happen to Jarvan? So, you left out of nowhere, right? So, you can't pressure all this CS. Jarvan's gonna get this shit for free. While he was low, and he's actually super afraid to walk up. But because you left to try to get some kills, you actually lost some pressure on this Jarvan. If you kept like poking him and try to zone him out and as much minions as he could, then he possibly would have had to back and possibly missed the whole wave to the tower. But you decided to roam, and it seems like MF could have potentially gotten away. It's good that Lucian got away, but she's so deep in our jungle that she might die anyway. And what happened was, because you didn't Shumpo onto the MF for the kill and you Shumpo onto the dagger instead, you ended up not really getting anything. You end up just getting 1 assist. So let's see what Jarvan's doing. Jarvan's just freely shoving the wave. He's level 5 and he just got free farm from you, and you didn't really get much from that. See how much gold you got. You got like 100 gold. You got like 80 gold. I think that was pretty worth for Jarvan, just because you didn't really get much out of it. And Jarvan was able to shove out the wave. He was in a really bad spot, and you had Ignite, so like potentially you should have just looked to kill Jarvan instead and not give up that mid pressure just for like a random kill. Because it looked like MF was gonna die anyway. She was already deep in her jungle, and the moment she tries to like walk up here, that's when you catch her up. I'm not sure what you're doing here, but you could have definitely killed Italy. Oh, are you actually here? Wait, you can jump on this guy. Okay, that's fine too, I guess. I think that whole roam before would have been fine if he just got the kill on MF. If he didn't shoot onto that dagger and kill her instead, that would have been worth it. So just that little combo made it so that that whole roam wasn't worth it. So remember that you don't always have to jump to your daggers. Don't tunnel on your daggers. Okay, so you have ulti in 36. Let's see what Jarvan's items are. Tiamat and a health crystal. That's good, good trade, good trade.
Shut down.
You should be careful here. Let's see what items you got. You actually got the revolver? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you see Alawi going bot, so it looks like you want to roam bot, but it's not guaranteed, so maybe you're just going for a ward. Okay, Alawi's still there, holy shit. So you have ulti. And you out. Nice. And you level up so you didn't die. Let's see if you could have played the combo out a little better there. So you eat W knowing that Jarvan can EQ out. So you eat W. And then you waited for your Q, which is good. You could have waited a little bit longer on that Q. So you eat W. Notice that he didn't exactly pick the way he was gonna go yet. If you waited a little bit longer, the dagger could have potentially followed like through, and you didn't have to risk yourself under the tower. So if you waited a little bit, because he was already in front of you, so I think ideally you'd want to Q him when he's in that E animation. That probably would have been the most ideal thing. And then the dagger probably would have landed around here, but then you ended up getting the kill anyway. Goes in, and then you level up, and you're good. So Lowy's over there. So yeah, you just run back. Let's see. I think here I would either get Stork Shoes. I'll get Stork Shoes actually, and then just build Gunblade afterwards. You decided to go Vamp instead. I guess that's okay. The reason why I'd go Storks is because AD doesn't benefit you as much anymore, and having the movement speed around this time of the game is super good, because this is the around mid game, and that's when you kind of want to like start affecting the map with roams. But you only got one Vamp Scepter. I don't see it as super worth it, but So he has a null magic now, so yeah. You're gonna be more inclined to farm rather than harass him down. Okay, so the king got dragged. Okay, nothing's really gonna happen, so you just go back mid and farm it. Let's see. At this point, you just want to wait out your ulti, which you do have. You might have it now, or a spectator might say you have it, but... Okay, nice W. Okay, you kick in. Nice. Wow, nice dodge on the Alawi ulti. Q, and then jump to the dagger. Jump. You had Shunpo resets. Hold on. Okay, so good job engaging again. That was good. Know that also when Alawi ulted, you actually eat out so that you dodged her ulti, so there was no tentacles. Right there. There was no one there. So that was good on your part. You had ignite. Ignite, you probably might have wanted to ignite Jarvan ASAP. So you Q, you flashed, maybe trying to get an auto or something, but you had to E something here. At this point, you already have your E reset, so. Lucky. Alright, let's see what you buy here. So you get Cutlass. Alright, you're getting closer to Gunblade. Okay, so let's look at the map. So you don't have your ulti. You're gonna go mid. So you're mid. And let's see Jarvan's items. Jarvan has Tiamat, No Magic, Ruby Crystal. Okay, so it looks like you just want to shove out this wave. You know you can't do anything, and now you go bot. Now you go bot and help. And try to hover and see if anyone responds to that. If not, they might just be dead. At this point, you could even think that Jarvan, after he shoves, that he's going to start walking down. So maybe you could try to make a pick. So maybe you could sit here, ward over, and try to see if he'd come. But yeah, now you're 4-manning bot to get the tower. Warwick can hold mid, so that's fine. It's kind of good you're playing around the objective. So now that bot tower is going to be gone, you guys are going to have a lot more pressure around the bottom side of the map, so take advantage of that. Good shit. Now that Jarvan's dead, you can just pressure mid lane, just push it out super hard. Jarvan's dead for another 9 seconds. So you get Gunblade here. And let's look at the map. So bot lane definitely wants to come mid lane. Oh no, bot lane's going top. Lucian's ganking top. Interesting. Okay, so 2 top. So there's gonna be 3 top, and you're gonna be mid. So try to pressure around. Know that a lot of your pressure is gonna be around this side of the area, unless you see them pushing in to the tower. Then that's something you should note. But if anything, a lot of the action is gonna be up here, just because you know that a lot of your teammates are gonna be up here. So keep that in mind. Oh my god! Wait, you can probably kill Jarvan here. Good job. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, so he EQ'd in. I think you were lagging here. Here you probably should have like EW ulted, because you know for a fact that he's not gonna have any escape for you. So EW queuing here is what you're doing by EW queuing and ulting is that you're just delaying your combo to where he can walk up to his tower, and that's how you eventually die to the Nidalee, because Nidalee got into a better position to kill you. So what you have to do is you have to burn Ignite as well. Just burn everything onto this guy to kill this guy, because he has a Hex Shrinker and he's a bit tanky. So EW, ulti, and Ignite, right? Just to get that free damage off, and you had the Gunblade too. And then the moment he walks out of your ulti, that's when you QE. Or like the moment he's like about to walk out of your ulti, you can Q so that the Q lands around, like, just barely outside the ulti duration. You're able to kill them. We got him anyway. Alright, so top side, I actually got the turret, that's good. Here I'll get like an amp tome, just because they could build into like whatever. Team's doing pretty well right now. Okay, so let's see what you got. You didn't get an item. I'm guessing you're saving up for boots, but honestly, going for amp tome around here would make a difference. So, he's dead. That's good. Okay, so this fight is breaking out pretty hard. So you are making your way. So you wanna. Yeah, this fight's gonna end. So let's see. Is there dragon up? Remember that dragon's gonna be up. What kind of dragon is it? I don't even know. Is that Earth Dragon? Yeah, just thought these. No big deal. Okay, know that Darius is up top, and a lot of the pressure is gonna go up there. So if you can help him right now, it would be nice. Uh-oh. Okay, E, nice. E back, Q. Okay, so it was a good call going on Nami here. Alright, let's see what you could have done better. So you saw Nami, she's super low. Personally, I wouldn't have went for this, just because she has exhaust, but she didn't really throw out any abilities. So you got her, you W out. So here what you wanted to do, you E, you Q right after. You have to E, Q, and then E onto the dagger that's gonna appear right here. Because you didn't do it fast enough, you probably got hit by that tentacle. So there you could have played your combo a little bit better. Just know that when you E onto your dagger, especially after getting reset, if you W and E back onto it, your Q's still up. So don't forget that. Seems like you were gonna throw the Q, but you just didn't know fast enough. So let that be muscle memory to you. Because Dragon's gonna be up, so you should get your team to try to fight a Dragon, because you guys have a Zillion, you guys have a Cat, and you guys have a pretty strong Warwick and a Darius. So try to gather your team at Dragon. This is like ways to like start fights in lower, in like just plan to me low. Because in my elo, like we always try to focus objectives. So here, like you should try to get your team to focus objectives as well, especially Dragons. I think the most obvious way to do it. Zillion had ulti. It's dead though. Okay, good job. The jungle's down, so that's free Dragon for you guys, honestly. But here you should see who's down. So there's 2 people down, right? So I think you should gather your team to push out this mid tower because it's free, and then go Dragon afterwards. Unless you can take it yourself. Jarvan is up actually, so he might go defend it. If anything, you guys should either take mid or Dragon. Okay, so Nami's over there. Uh-oh. Are you okay? Okay, let's see what happened there actually. I think he got bubbled into Jarvan follow-up. Yeah, that was Juju getting too close. There was no reason for you to get that close. No reason. There was nothing you were gonna accomplish there. Okay. So let's see what items you get. You're looking to go Rallies here. Rallies is fine here actually. I personally don't think Rallies is like that great of an item anymore, but it's fine if you do want to build it for the extra survivability, especially against like a Jarvan mid. So if you see that, because you died there, your team kind of like gets wrecked. So just know that just try your best not to get picked off. even if you do something stupid or just get picked off or whatever, try your best to like work around your team and be smart about it. Because the moment one person gets picked off, you can like lose a game. So might be getting dragon. Okay, so they got dragon. Oh, you should be careful here. Because the Laoya's behind you. Yeah, you should have known that they were doing dragon. If you knew that they were doing dragon, then you wouldn't have tried to go in on that Jarvan there. And you even heard the noise, but you went in. So you don't have enough for rallies. So you gotta really try your best not to die in these situations, because then like if you see like every time you die they take an objective, and that's what you want to be doing. Every time you get a kill, you guys want to be taking objectives or pushing something at least, or applying any kind of pressure that you can. Okay, so top lane's pushing, so this is your time to pressure like the bottom side of the map. Bot lane, the thing is bot lane's pushing, so they're gonna have to drag one person up there. So you can try. Yeah, you should be with your team here. Okay. Okay, good job. Just jump back to this dagger. Oh, that's fine too. Oh. You potentially could have fought there. Yeah, so, alright. Alright, let's look at this real slowly. So it seems like you're being very patient, and that's fine. I think here, if you had Gunblade up, you could have probably jumped. Oh, you went Haunting. Okay, that's fine. You should have probably jumped onto the Lucian, Gunbladed, Q'd, W Q'd onto the Lowy, so you don't have to go so deep for this. You W. You see no one around. There's no one really around to stop you from going on this MF, so it's good that you did go here. You probably wanted to throw the Q before you ulted, so that you didn't have to risk dying there. And then you saw Nidalee, so you W out, dodge the spear. Alright, Warwick's trying to go in here, right? So the moment he pops this thing, you wanna combo. He's gonna heal. You should have QE'd to try to do something, and you could have potentially gotten the kill. She's pretty much like stunned for a long time. So you could have tried to potentially go in there, but it is very risky because you're super low. So I guess if you wanted to be ballsy enough, just know that like Warwick was kind of like, you could use Warwick as a setup there in case like you could run into a similar situation where you have a little more health. So it seems like you're going Leandris here, which I don't really agree with. I don't think building Leandris is good. I think building Haunting Guys is good, especially early game. It looks like if you do get the Leandris here. Yeah, I decided to go get Leandris. Honestly, Leandris is not a good item, really. You want to get the Haunting Guys for the pen, and that's it. That's like your power spike. It's like Gunblade hunting into Sorks or something. That's like what you want to. That's the type of items you want to use for mid game. Okay, so top's pushing. You got people gathered mid. Okay, so there's MF dying. Okay, so that's good. Now you guys want to try to force a fight here. You can go on this Nidalee because they all try to walk up, and you can eat Gunblade onto a minion just to pick her off. There you go. Okay. Okay, that's a really good fight for you guys. Ooh, you're walking a little too close. So you throw your Q. Ulti, and yeah. A little small thing. When you're like at this position, right? You know, backline's way too far back, and if you want to keep yourself in a safe position, you should like just stay in your Q range and look to like try to throw the Q and set up. It looks like you're trying to throw the Q onto the Jarvan, but honestly, you gotta see who's in front of you. So like you got way too close there, and that could have been potentially bad. You have to like stay on your Q range and try to like play around that. And then the moment, you know, like your team goes out and CCs or hooks or whatever, or uses something to like lock them down, that's when you go in. Could have probably reset it there, like right after you got the kill EWQ, just to make it look cooler. This MF. So yeah, that kind of blows. Your team is all like dying. So yeah, you probably shouldn't have pushed up there because then they could potentially counter Baron. Like, all right, let's look at your team for a second real quick. So the moment MF dies, all right, let's look at the scenario here. Everyone's coming up in about 8 seconds, right? You shouldn't try to push down this tower because then you'll just get cleaned up. What you want to do is you gotta want to run and recall as fast as you can so that they don't get buried. Because counter barons are very common if you're just constantly staying to overextend. And the tower was pretty healthy too, and you guys are too low to do anything about it. There was no minions as well. So let's see if the enemy team actually does get baron here, because then you guys would get super punished for it. Decided to get sword shoes this game, which is fine. Looks like Middle East just getting scuttle. They're actually doing it? Okay. So if you guys actually lose this, that's pretty unfortunate. Darius is trying to stall out time, which is fine. They actually don't have anyone too tanky to get it, and they can't really stop you from going in. This is a fight right here. Okay, that was a really bad combo. Okay. Okay, let's see the facts here. All right. I'm gonna do it from your perspective. Okay, look at this, right? Your job isn't to steal the Baron at this point. Your job is to clean up the whole team so that they don't have Baron anymore. You know, and assuming that they do get Baron, and your jungler is dead, so it looks like you're trying to go for the really big plays, but at this point, like, you shouldn't really try to. You should try to look to kill them all. So then let's see, Zillion's in range. So it looks like you try to go for the flashy plays, but here what I would have done is I probably would have gone for the Nami. Nami was super free here. Nami was super free. That's what I thought you were gonna do. So you should have comboed onto her. Like, you should have jumped here, EWQ'd so that the dagger would land around here, and then maybe potentially you could have stealed Baron. Or try to go in there. If you flash E in like that, alright, first of all, Baron fucked you up. And you shouldn't put onto the Baron to try to steal it, but that's super risky. And then you know they have all their shit, so yeah, you probably should have just jumped on the Nami. She was the one out of position for you. You guys don't have the numbers advantage right now because Lucian's still back here. So going in first would be risky because you know that if you go in first, then everyone's just gonna blow everything on you, right? So that was pretty badly played. Pretty bad decision making. Run, Zillion, run. Dead. Didn't give your team time to didn't give Zillion time to ult you either because you went in so deep. Okay, so they take 2 towers. Let's see what you buy here. Just know that Leandries hasn't done anything this game. I'm just letting you know now. Leandries has done nothing besides give you damage, and that's exactly how you're playing. With Leandries, you want to build it on champions that can consistently do damage. Katarina's a burst champ, so Leandries actually does not work here. Okay, so you see them going dragon, so they're going hard, so you wanna start walking over. Okay, so stick back with Lucian here and see what Lucian does. Okay, nice stun. Try to go in here. Q. Yeah, baited by Nidalee Zhonya's. Feels bad. Doesn't seem like you have anything. Oh. Oh, E back. Nice. Good job. So Nidalee Zhonya, she used it to try to bait you, but you played that pretty nicely.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, now let's see what your team can do. Let's see, Nidalee's down. Yeah, you guys should be getting dragged here. Looks like you want to shove one more wave, but just know that dragon is priority here too. If you're not gonna help this Lucian out, then okay, you can try to jump on the backline here. Nice. No, you didn't use your Q, but it's fine. All right, now dragon's dead. Okay, here you should jump in now. It's weird that you don't start off your combos with E. And then E again. And then you have ulti. See, like, in those fights here. All right. Let's look at the situation here. It's 4v2. So the moment Jarvan EQs, right? That's when you should start jumping on this Alawi. You didn't W, which maybe you used it on the dragon. I don't know, but let's say you did have all your skills up. You have to EW onto the Alawi, so that like EW basically guarantees like a pickup around your area. So because you threw your Q, it shot too far. And then you jumped on the Jarvan right afterwards. You should have probably E'd here too. Like, you miss a lot of damage when you don't E. If anything, eat W to try to start off your combo, and then once they start running away, that's when you throw your Q. That's how you want to use your combo. So use your EWQ combo here, jump on Nidalee, jump on Nami, I mean. Jump on the blue buff to try to get in range, and then she flashes. Here, chasing wouldn't have done anything because you don't have any abilities up. But another note is that Leandries didn't really do much this game. Like, it's just not a good item on Cat this early, honestly. Okay, let's see what you decide to get. So you have 2,600 gold. Let's see how much MR they have. They have Alawi with Spectres. MF has a really weird build. Jarvan barely has MR. So you have 3 people with MR, which is mainly the front line that you can nuke down if you do get Void Staff. Void Staff actually wouldn't be bad here. So yeah, you do decide to go Void Staff. So with the Void Staff, just know that you can easily jump on the back line, the front line, and try to one-shot him. That's kind of what Void Staff does for you. It allows you to focus the front line, especially when your team's getting jumped on. Okay, interesting fight, little fight in the middle. So nothing's really going on here. Top lane is pushing, so you guys should be using that pressure for something, or you guys should be rotating top when you can, but it looks like they're poking you out. Alawi actually gets caught out. Nice job. You actually all in on the Alawi. That's good. Try to nuke her as fast as you can. And you guys should be moving top mid. Bot's already pushing, so it's not going to be in your favor when you get there. So top mid would be ideal. You shouldn't be trying to go for that Nidalee at this point because she has Zhonya's. She's just trying to bait you in. So because you went in and try to take down that Nidalee, you actually might Lose out on the siege here. Okay, you do decide to go back in. W. Okay, good job. Nice one. Are you gonna go back in? Nope. So, that was a good combination of you and Zillion ulti. MF should be dead here. Okay. So that's freeing him, and then you guys should be backing and preparing for Baron. So you guys should be able to get this cleanly. Alright. Ori's going bottom to take the farm. Now you guys should be trying to pressure top and Baron, because top is super low, so that's pretty much free objective. And Baron, because they're down and there's nothing else to pressure in the bottom side. You can maybe have someone split like Darius when TP is up, so that if he's confident in soloing and 1v1ing. But the thing is, like, Alawi's pretty strong, so I'm pretty sure Alawi can fuck Darius. So at this point, maybe you guys just want to group. There's a lot of wards up here too, so that's definitely the side you should be working around right now. Can't kill Jarvan here. So yeah, it's good that you're being patient, not really going in trying to make picks. But yeah, definitely Baron is definitely a priority right now. Keeping mid shoved out here is fine. Nice job, Zillion ulti. Then you out. WQ, and then you Q E in. And then middle lane. He's gonna Zanya's maybe? Pretty well played, seeing that you can just nuke the MF. Okay, now you guys should just get Baron. If Warwick dies here, that would suck. You guys definitely... Oh, it doesn't matter at this point. Oh. One sec. The game ended without a result and will now exit. What the... Okay. Wait. Alright. I don't know if anything else happened after this game. After what happened here. But, I'm assuming you won. I'm assuming you got Baron and won. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but let me just recap the whole thing for you then. So first off, I think the early game was okay, but there was that one time when you didn't keep track of EXP. So remember, keep track of EXP. Oh, you got a penta at the end? Rip, dude. Sorry, we can't see that. Can I still play? Wait, I'm afraid to press OK, because then it'll just seems like the replay does end here though. That's unfortunate. Alright, hold on. Well, that is unlucky. But okay, let me just recap that for you. So early game, keep track of EXP and know like when you have the EXP advantage, because you had a big wave there and you would have hit level 3. So you could have potentially went on the Jarvan, who's really easy to set up as a melee champion, right? Let's see. Next up, Liandry's isn't that very good of an item. You should only get hunting guys and just build into Liandry's whenever you finish all your items or whatever. I normally don't get to that point where I'm super full build. So it's like most of the time I don't. So then I have a very early snowball item. It's just Gunblade, hunting guys into defensive boots or Sorc shoes, and that's pretty much your power spike early mid game. So that's what you should be really focusing on and try to use that advantage. Finishing Leandries doesn't help you scale. It doesn't help you at all. So don't finish Leandries. I think there's better options for sure. Definitely get your team to play around objectively better. You always want to be playing around objectives, and there was also that one combo you're doing where it's like eat WQ and then you E onto the ulti. Especially when Jarvan uses all this shit, you should just eat W ulti. I do like how you jumped on the carries and Zillion was there to save you. That was good coordination between you two. So that was pretty good for the game. I think that level 1 did get fucked over because I remember it was like level 2, level 3 where you did go on the Jarvan. You didn't hit any of your Shimpos. So the moment that Warwick said he was gonna gank, you should have went on to Jarvan, just chunked him and forced him to run out. Or first force him to like engage back on you or something so that you could bait him in for a Warwick. Yeah, more or less like you group with your team and you guys pushed as much objective as possible, so that's good. It's this platinum elo, and compared to like the other lower elo that I do review, it's like pretty different because you guys do actually play around pretty objectively, just not as quickly. Like you guys have to see opportunities as soon as you see one and just be like, oh shit, okay, we killed this, let's go this. If we win this fight, if we win this next fight, then that's a free brand for us. So you have to kind of see preemptively what you have to do next. And I'm focusing a lot on objectives because that's what the game is all about. When it comes to like bronze to gold, mechanics will climb you up like completely fine. Like honestly, mechanics can climb you up to like plat. But once you get to like high plat to diamond, it's all objectives. And you have to focus on objectives in order to win games because that's what get your teams stronger. It's like mechanics almost doesn't matter at that point. It's if your team knows what exactly they're doing. Faker in SKT, he doesn't have to make any mechanical outplays, but as long as his team plays well and you play fine and don't really do anything mechanically like intensive and just throw out like, let's say he's playing Orion and he throws out a really good ulti every once in a while, then that wins games, right? So you want to play around objectives now at this point, especially when you're plat 2, because you're nearing that elo where you have to start coordinating with your team. There was times where like you did go in and just die, and you got to make sure that kind of stuff doesn't happen because then you let the enemy team slowly catch up. Like the game I had earlier, like I did go in and I kept dying, and then eventually they kind of caught up. So you can't let that happen. Stay patient. Just know that when you're a fed cat, you don't exactly have to constantly be pressuring. You can constantly pressure by just being alive. That's honestly like one of the biggest things. If cat's dead, imagine all the relief you have off your shoulders. Just stay alive for as much as you can, for as long as you can, in order to apply pressure. Sucks that I couldn't see the ending. Sucks I couldn't see the penta. But yeah, the replay kind of asked out there, and yeah, maybe I'll try to find like another site to use. But yeah, so yeah, that was pretty much the analysis. Work on like the little things, like the very little things, like hitting your Shimpo, hitting your dagger at the same time, and knowing when to do it, and objectives. Objectives is huge, so start learning the game objectively. Yeah, good game.